Started back in 2016.
Mhm.
Miss McClinovich, she put me on Bitcoin back when it was, I want to say like $600 a coin.
Mhm.
That kind of sparked my interest immediately.
Yeah.
That spurred over into investing entirely, stocks, options, a whole bunch of plethora of things we're going to talk about as well. But that kind of opened up a whole nother opportunity for me to make money, not only for myself, but I got to help a lot of other people along the way as well.
Yeah. So you want to tell them a little more about what's like really going on for like this week and like what's going to be the move for what's going on like the market right now?
Yes, perfect. So if you look, last week we just took an opportunity on GBP USD. It came down from our demand zone. If you were in the last week's Zoom call, you were able to see this. But we took our targets from, if I'm not mistaken, it was a 6-to-1 or a 5-to-1, but it was 135 pips. When you do your own math of that, if you're doing 2 pips, $2 a pip, excuse me, that's $260, whatever your math is on that. But this week we have another Zoom call coming up on Sunday. We're going to be going over the same things. It was really weird though. This week we only had one opportunity to take. It's kind of important because we didn't want to rush the market. We were able to sit on our hands and not really over trade or over speculate, capitalize on this one, and then same thing we're going to do next week.
So with what stocks right now do you think that like are like the biggest and like most safest for like people to get into, or like what's like been going on recently with like the good ones in the market that like most like profitable and like have been like consistent?
So me personally, I trade something called commodities, which is
Okay.
gold, and metals. So when I'm looking at opportunities on a daily basis, I'm not more so focused on stocks rather than a worldly opportunity that they have. So when you go over to another country and you exchange your currency for another one,
Mhm.
that's called Forex.
Okay.
That exchange rate is going every second. So that's kind of what we capitalize on rather than stocks.
Okay.
So to answer your specific question on what stocks are doing good, I couldn't answer that.
Yeah.
But the price of gold right now has been reaching all-time highs.
Yeah.
One of the main sad reasons is because a lot of places are at war right now, but a lot of people are putting their money into commodities and stocks rather than different opportunities that are more liquid like Bitcoin and stuff right now.
Yeah.
Because they just feel it's a more safer bet.
Okay. And when you say like gold too, like do you mean like even like physical gold? Like
Yeah, so the value of gold per ounce, I want to say, is like 3,200, 3,700 at the moment.
Yeah.
And that exchange rate is going every second. So we're capitalizing on the difference of that opportunity on a daily basis.
Okay. Yes, I even saw I think it was I forget who it was, but it was one of the billionaires, and they were saying that they, you know, like with cash being one thing, but also like gold, like having an immense amount of gold and investing in that is like a physical thing that really will never get lost. Like it can't really crash. It's like knowing it. Oh, right. Is it the most like physical like in like highest amount of currency? Is it gold, or is there other things?
So there are other things like I'm not going to say it's scary, but times are changing right now with evolution. Bitcoin is becoming as valuable as gold right now,
Okay.
and we can't even touch Bitcoin. So
Okay.
to say that there aren't any things comparing to gold right now would just be a little bit ignorant. But the evolution from back 20 years ago, yes, that was the case.
Gotcha.
But in today's age, yeah, a lot of things are changing.
So you think the main thing now is maybe also having gold, like not being extreme and not having any at all, but putting it all into cryptocurrency. But do you think that mainly cryptocurrency is like going to be the main thing in the financial world? Like that's going to be like the new thing, not the new thing it's been in times, but the biggest.
I couldn't say the main thing. I think there's hype to everything, especially with cryptocurrency. It's new, it's hot. A lot of people see the opportunity within it.
Mhm.
So right now, people are saying that 20 years from now, I don't really know what people are going to base off of. Or once again, I can go out and I can physically touch a gold or buy it.
Yeah.
I can't go out and buy a Bitcoin because it's
right.
really based off of the computer. So
Right.
if the all internet were to crash tomorrow, then really what's the value of Bitcoin because you can't use it tomorrow. So it's kind of like
Yeah, but that's like a very, of course, like a very unlikely. It's very unlikely for that to happen.
I don't know.
Like the market can crash. And obviously it has, but for it to like just be down and never go back, because Bitcoin's been going up for how many years now?
Consistently for the past, I want to say 10 years.
And is that the biggest cryptocurrency
Yes.
by far?
Yes. The next one under it is Ethereum. Ethereum, I believe, is 3,500 per coin, if I'm not mistaken. Give me 2 seconds so I can find that information for you. 5, 4, 3, yeah, 4,400.
Gotcha. 4,400 per share compared
coin.
to
Exactly.
per coin, but compared to what, 600,000? What was it? No, that's too much.
Yeah, 600,000 right now would be crazy. He said, Bitcoin at 600,000. What would you do with it?
It's what, 60?
So right now, Bitcoin is at 121,000.
Okay.
Litecoin is at $118. You got Ripple at $2.94. So they're all ranging.
Okay. But do you think that what would be like the extreme version of like cryptocurrency taking over the world in 100 years? Like, say if it was, like, would there be no banks? Would it all just be crypto?
I wouldn't say there wouldn't be no banks, because if you look at banks right now, they're actually buying a lot of crypto.
Okay.
Which is really weird, because
that's interesting though. That adds to the question if will they take over? Will it ever take over? If banks are starting to also get into it.
So crypto started as a decentralized currency. So that way there was no control over it, meaning the manipulation of the price going up and down was a lot harder to determine.
Okay.
Now that you have major corporations and banks buying up the supply of Bitcoin, obviously that's going to come with more manipulation like they have with the cash value now.
Yeah.
So the only way that Bitcoin, I believe, would become the top tier way to make transfers would be is if the whole entire world went without cash.
Because like that's what I'm saying. Like, it would be the only thing you pay with is Bitcoin.
Exactly.
And it'd be like your wallet, your bank, like how much Bitcoin you have. You would get paid in Bitcoin for jobs.
So if you go back to, I forget exactly what year it was, but Odell Beckham accepted his contract with, if it was the Browns or the Giants, I don't remember, but he accepted it in Bitcoin at its value then.
Okay.
His return that he got from his contract then is now worth more than what he signed at, because he invested into that coin. So to say in a sense that people are getting paid through a salary in Bitcoin, yes, you can say that right now. To say that that's going to become like the actual norm, where if you're working a regular 9 to 5 and getting paid through Bitcoin,
not anytime soon.
I don't know. Yeah. They may use, and that's why I personally like smaller cryptos like Ripple. They may use Ripple as a smaller one, but
okay, because they're trying to just like they might have like a partnership with it or something. Like
Once again, a cashless society is scary.
Yeah. Oh, you think it is scary?
It is scary, honestly. Having that much control from the banks and manipulation over the currency, that
don't people already have that somewhat in a way, since their money is already in the bank?
Those who keep their money in the bank, yes. Those who keep cash, there's nothing that's stopping you from going out and buying anything with cash right now. Now, the fact that the dollar is devaluing on a regular basis, that's a little bit more scarier than keeping cash. But it really just comes down to play on how you use and leverage your dollars.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that. The one thing the dude I know who said it was Warren Buffett, right? He said that he has a bunch of cash. It was like, or that he has all of his money in cash. It was like cash or gold, I forget. But I'm pretty sure it was like him or somebody else. And it was like one of the biggest people who are in stocks. That's why I thought it was crazy too.
So a lot of big investors do keep what they call liquid. And liquid is available cash that they can use at disposal at any moment.
Okay.
So that way, if anything happens, they can use it as an expense. Most of their money is probably investment, so that way they can get a return on their investment. But the liquid cash is probably still what they have. Yeah.
Okay. So it's not like cash in a way, but it's like
accessible money that they can use today.
Yeah.
I would call that.
Okay. What are you saying? Like, even like, when you go places, it's like they literally won't even like try to even accept cash. Like, it's just gonna be card. Like, it's faster too. It's just in and out.
Do you remember when they tried to say that we had like a coin shortage or something, that they couldn't give back?
No, I don't remember that. Wait, do I remember that?
Well, it was a lot of.
What year do you think that was?
Maybe I want to say I really feel like it was around 2-3 years ago again, where a lot of companies or anywhere you went, they were like, oh, I'm sorry, we can't give you this amount of change because we don't have the change, or there's a coin shortage or something. I personally don't understand that, but I feel like that was a small step into trying to push a cashless society.
Yeah.
Collect all the coins.
Yeah.
Collect all the cash.
Right. In steps. It's always baby steps. And that's really just like anything that we'll honestly talk about, just with like big change and like evolution. Like, it's not all at once. It's baby steps.
Yeah, no.
If people want to get something pushed, it's not going to happen overnight. It happens a little bit at a time, you know? But yeah, cryptocurrency taking over the world one day, like, that is a possibility.